Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing today? Today, I want to talk about information. Information is some powerful stuff. Information is just as more important than air, earth, and water. So when I kind of reflect on information, I think of information as spirit or spiritual guidance. I think of information as something that leads you to your next paradigm, your next advance, your next level, your next step up in life. Information is important. If you're not getting the information, you're not getting the quality of life you should be getting. Here's a prime example. My fellow YouTubers, I put my hand all in that damn camera. My fellow YouTubers, like, let's take the mayor of Blacktown. He has the photo shoot, the schematics, the big sound, like the orchestra soundtrack, you know, like an action movie flick. And he teaches in that methodology. Tommy Sotomayor teaches with the whole DJ booth slash this is an interview, CNN, Fox News Network type. Rick Scorpio shows annotations of photos and lines all his ducks in order. What else we got? Like the 13th Son and the 13 Knowledge. They're straightforward, like the information is being taught to you face to face. So when trying to get into this flow of social media, I had to find out what my niche was. I used to do it for my computer desktop. Used to do them randomly in the passenger seat making jokes. Wanted to focus on fitness, but I'm like, what does fitness do for anybody? But give them some big muscles to get shot at by, they go that damn ass growth sign again. Give them big muscles to get shot at by police officers and cops and, you know, just get their ass jumped on. Then I thought to myself, well, I have 45 minutes to commute to work. I can call it a ride along. So this is my style of giving information. It's the ride along. To dispel a rumor, do I go to church? Yes, I go to church. Do I go to church often? No, I do not go to church often. Why? Because I have to make sure that my time is used wisely. Using your time wisely, like right now. I have nothing else to do but be quiet in the car, so I choose to talk to you. What I'm going to say about certain churches, and from my last post of how I got on, like the LA preachers, you can behead every single last one of them son bitches. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what I call a good congregation, or what I call a good church, is they're not so worried about the size or how much donations they're getting in the plate. And don't get me wrong, any business needs money. But don't tell me to push God's word or to give information to people you need money. You don't need money. Not when you have this available. Now, you got a lot of pastors on social media, on YouTube, that are giving you the word and speech and they're asking for donations. That's understandable. But at least they're giving you some information of validity. So they're asking you, hey, give me some dollars for my information. That's pretty much what they say. But the congregations or the churches that I really enjoy are the ones that have classes on knowing your taxes. What is taxable, what's not taxable? How to save money, how to pitch a penny, how to garden. What is a good piece of protection? How to make your home safe from predators. If you must buy a firearm, they organize shooting classes. Yeah, there are places like this that exist. And they teach you how to eat healthy. They have a nutrition plan. To my richly melanated people, to my American Africans, I need you to listen very closely. For so long in our lives, we have been used to living in dire needs and stress. We have been used to living in a bad way. And what I mean by that, watch this. There's a difference between quality of life and just living in existence. Quality of life and living in existence. We have so many men and women who have high blood pressure, joint issues, respiratory issues, overweight, malnourished. I mean, the T-cell count is bad. Everything, like, it's okay to live in poverty and pain. And all you say to yourself, well, when I get to heaven, I'm gonna be able to move freely. I'm gonna be in riches. Come on, man. Come on. I think the greatest piece of information you can ever receive, if you look at the background of the Mona Lisa, which clearly shows the Garden of Eden, 1. And then you look at the 16th chapel painting where God is supposed to be touching man's hand. Look what God is writing in. God is writing in a brain. Yes, he is. God is writing in a brain. So the spiritual power of God exists in your thought. Therefore, through logic and your actions. Therefore, if you really are a man or woman of God, you are getting information that makes your life and quality of life go up. Not just sitting here in pain, taking medication, depending on some doctor who by your medical records, black, male, female, under 40, capable of having children, trying to kill your ass anyway. They are what you call population control. Your doctors are living under mythological means. Put this in your head real quick. A lot of us have knee injuries. I have knee injuries. I still run, but my knees hurt for about 2-3 days, and then they get better. Why? Because I'm getting older. People's like, you so stupid. Why would you get a knee surgery? Because I'm a whole, complete human. I'm a whole, complete human. Unless I get a fracture or my leg is shattered and I got to get pins and needles, that's understandable. But I'm a whole, complete human. Why would I let another human being play God and take shit out of me? Now, I understand you got cancer, some shit that needs to be removed, but if you really go back and backtrack 5 or 6 years before you got the cancer, you were eating like shit. You were putting perms in your hair. You weren't exercising. You was not sleeping properly. You had a lot of anger and aggression and bad vibes in your life. You were watching shit that made you get upset. And therefore, your cancer started to grow or started to mature. Now you want somebody to remove out something that you manipulated and brought into existence. I started riding, and not motorcycle, biking, cycling, moving your goddamn feet. I started cycling about 8-11 months ago. And the beginning of that cycling, after an hour or 3 hours of being on that bike, or maybe 5 or 6 hours, I didn't know that riding causes, while your legs are maintaining a certain perpetual motion or a certain distance and stamina, your body is growing and your legs are strengthening, your sciatic nerve is going to shift when you're in that position sitting on a little ass padded seat. Now, I didn't know this. So I got really depressed about 8 months ago because I was having back problems. I had a hard time moving, but I knew, because I know anatomy, that it wasn't skeletal structure, that it wasn't muscles, it was my sciatic nerve, and it was my central nervous system was letting me know, hey, you're doing something wrong and you need to do something a little bit better. So I started doing yoga. I found out that yoga helped me lose weight. Not only did it improve my sciatic nerve, but it helped me lose weight and it helped me to feel better, release bad energies out myself. And then I come across this damn article about riding, and it says how riders of 15 to 20 years are still dealing with the sciatic nerve issue of being on a bike. I'm like, what the freak? So you mean to tell me bike engineers for the longest have been trying to dispel or get rid of this sciatic nerve issue? That's why you see all these bikes where the handlebars are higher and the seat is lower, but the step is longer and the wheels are bigger, so it can change your angle of attack on that bike. I'm up here like, so I noticed that my sciatic nerve issue goes away, so I only ride every other day instead of every day. You see what I'm saying? Like when I'm on the bike riding, my sciatic nerve is not an issue. But when I'm not on the bike, I really feel it. I'm like, okay, so now it makes sense. And that's why I tell you, information is very important. It is important for you to know. You cannot simply think that the almighty geometric observer of design put you here to live in pain. Now, I did say that we have people that do, don't do, and nothing at all. You see what I'm saying? Do right, do wrong, or nothing at all. We got people in those classifications and categories. But what I'm simply saying to you is this. You can change from a nothing at all to a wrong or right person. In other words, when it comes to the 3 classifications of do right, do wrong, or do nothing at all, the 3 plausible energies that are on this planet, or just die. Live, die, do right, do wrong, nothing at all. There's your 5. When it comes down to it, a nothing at all can choose to do right or can choose to do wrong. And that's based on the information that he or she receives. That is based on the information that he or she receives. You can change your quality of life based on information. Why do you think everybody breaks their necks to go to college? Not only because they can get their pass to ride in this financial institution that we call living, but they feel that there's information there that's going to help them improve their standard of living and their quality of life. A lot of times that is true, depending on what you research and what you take. Like I said before, you need a college degree for what's going to be here, what is en route, what is hot, not what's now here and might die out in a couple of years. Remember I said engineering, construction, plumber, electrician, medical, law, all that shit's going to be here. Weaponsmith, people really don't know. Getting into rocket science and propulsion systems and engineering, the government pays big money for people who design weapons. Big money. Let me tell you something, it's not hard to design a weapon. A weapon does one or two things. It can be held, carried, or towed. It can be aimed, augmented, or sighted. And it can be fired, squeezed, or launched. That's it. A weapon system is very simple. It does not improve your quality of life of nothing. Here's another piece of seed of information. A lot of my brothers and sisters are hurting because of the situation we've been in for the past 500 plus years. And it does suck. But this is what you must realize. We are still carrying the same mentality we carried 3,000 years ago. The Europeans and the people who came out of the Caucasus Mountains, regardless of how Neanderthal you want to call them, they had one thing in mind. That if I attack people, no one can attack me. That if I attack people, no one will dare or try to attack me. This is why America's soil has never been invaded. Because we attack everybody. We don't even fuck around. We don't wait for you to train. We don't let you go to training camp, hit the bank. Oh no, motherfucker. We show up at the gym. We start punching you in your motherfucking face while your coach and your trainer and your nutritionist is there. Now, keep this in mind. This is what went on 2,000, 3,000 years ago. And we still do this to today. That system has not, that aggregate system has not changed yet. Has not changed yet. The reason why most of you thugs and you Negroes on the street are doing so bad because the cops won't let you gain any momentum. They won't. They won't let you organize. They won't let you pass information back and forth as long as they can keep hatred in between you two. And one thing you need to realize, a lot of cops will go out there. This is why you're so stupid for wearing gang colors. This is what makes you dumb for wearing gang colors. Because they will play Negro, they will play black, Hispanic, Latino officers to dress up in something and to start a drive-by, a shooting, or to shoot an enemy. To keep war facts between, because if I can keep y'all killing each other, if I keep y'all fucking each other up, I don't have to go down there. All I gotta do is send a paddy wagon, clean up the bodies, clean up the killer, and come on back in. That way it eliminates how many people of mine get killed. That's called clandestine warfare. And a lot of y'all never read that. But it's in a simple book and it's easy to understand. It's called The Art of War. This is why information is very important. If you're in the drug game, the arms dealing game, you're in a gang period, and you have no organizational theory, you don't know what clandestine warfare is, you haven't read The Art of War, you're going to be in jail with a dick in your ass real soon. You're going to be in jail with a dick in your ass real soon. Because you're not trying to get information. You just want to live the sweet Dick Willie life of spending money, sniffing coke, fucking young girls that ain't got nothing else to do with their time. Use your time wisely. Whether you do right, do wrong, or nothing at all. Information is the most deadliest power in the world. Because information keeps you out of danger, keeps you out of trouble, keeps you from getting punched in your fucking face, keeps you from getting shot, keeps you from getting arrested while pulled over for a traffic stop and put inside of a police car for some bullshit. That's what information does. Information is more important than money because money circulates and rotates just like the earth around the moon. Money circulates around information. I'm telling you, man, wise up. Start reading. I think I'm gonna continue this. Wise up and start reading. You must read and get yourself some information. If you are into certain things in your life, certain things grab your interest, stop reading fantasies and fairy tales. You know, read some realistic fact. Autobiographies are cool, but that motherfucker's dead and gone. They had some great ideas, but there's videos now you can get on YouTube. Reading is great, but if the information can get to you faster, more efficiently, goddamn. Now I understand you want to be able to read, but this is the thing. If you're not a public speaker, and you're not using all this word, this diction, this vocabulary that you have, you're wasting your fucking time. You better off getting video protocols and learning certain shit, man. I'm gonna give you a part 2. Stand by.